Let me go ahead and start the recording and share my screen. All right. Can somebody give me a thumbs up when you can see it? Awesome. All right. Welcome, everybody. If you don't know me, my name is Becca Robinson, and I am the founder of our team, teambtfp, and I wanted to welcome you officially to our team with this little webinar. The purpose of this is basically just to help you get started right. So we're going to go over some of the basics, just really quickly about a little bit about our team, and then just basically how to get started as a coach. So what you should be doing right from the beginning. And this is going to kind of cover that range of from when you just start to month 3. That's what we're going to be talking about tonight. So get out a paper and a pen or a pencil so you can take some notes. This call is going to be recorded because it's the first one. But from here on out, I'm not going to record them, but I am going to do them every 2 weeks. So if somebody misses one, they can just hop on the next one and get on after that. But this one will be recorded. That way we have at least one that everybody can access as an example of how to do this call yourself. So as your team grows and you maybe want to do a welcome webinar, you can see how to do it. And then also just to be able to share with people in case for some reason they can't get on live. So welcome to the team. And I say the team because I think that we are the team to be on. We have been rising through the ranks like crazy, and we're just a really cool group of people. So I think that we're a fun team to be on. The team that I started, I named us Team BTFP, and that wasn't even something that was really a big thing that I thought out. It was just something that kind of happened in the beginning of my coaching career, which was 2 years ago. I've been a coach for 2 years. I signed up in the middle of August of 2013. And what happened was I started kind of blogging about my own fitness journey via Facebook, and I was calling it the Better Together Fitness Project. And I was just inviting people to join in with me along the way. And so as my team grew, I just kind of decided to keep that name. And so I don't usually say the whole thing now. It's gotten shortened to Team BTFP, but I wanted to write it out in case you're new and wondering what that stands for. BTFP stands for Better Together Fitness Project. And this is a photo of a bunch of us from Summit this last year. Summit is the big annual convention that Beachbody has. It was in Nashville, so this is just a fun group photo that I thought would be kind of a neat thing to share. So if you've been around for a little while, you've probably seen our logo, and you may have heard the term Aero Tribe or Aero Girls, which is just kind of what has happened naturally as we've been talking about our team, because our logo is these 3 arrows. Now, this was really intentional, and I really love it, and I hope that you guys like it too. The reason why we chose the arrows is just because of all the symbolism around arrows. So they're an ancient symbol. They were used, in all kinds of stuff throughout time, from Native Americans to Indians in other areas to just all kinds of people throughout time, because they've been such an important part of humanity. And they have a lot of symbolism. They symbolize swift movement, direction, strength, momentum, all things that when I thought in my head, what do I want my team to embody? They were things that I thought would be a great symbol for us. So the reason why we have 3 arrows and why they're crisscrossed is the same idea of a cord of 3 strands isn't easily broken. 3 arrows can do a lot more damage than 1, and they're a lot stronger than 1. And that kind of goes along with the whole better together idea, because as one person on a fitness journey, it is really, really difficult. You have no accountability. You have no community behind you. It's easy to give up. It's easy to have that negative self-talk in your head. But when you have that community of your challenge group behind you, you feel so much stronger. And the same is coaching. Yes, you can absolutely be a coach without being part of a big team. You can absolutely be successful without that, but having that community, having that is such a blessing, because it can make you so much stronger. You have so much more to pull from and so much support at your back. We crossed them and we pointed them up because that's the direction we're all going. And even if our directions vary slightly, we're all still heading in this upward positive way. And then I loved this idea that arrows cut to the heart of the matter, very figuratively and literally when you're using them. And I think that really embodies a lot of what our team is about, because our team has become known for its creativity, its authenticity, its genuine concern for other people. The people on our team, we're not just here to get rich quick, to sell some products to people who make a lot of money. We're here because we had a really great experience using Beachbody's products, getting plugged into challenge groups, and they helped us in some way, and we want to pay that forward to other people. Likewise, as coaches, we're here because we had a really great experience either with the business or with the community, and we wanted to make this part of our job and to teach other people how they could do it too. So getting to the heart of it means that we are intentional, that we're authentic, all of those kind of things define our team. So if you're here, I hope that you feel connected to these ideals, because that's pretty much what we stand for, and that it makes you excited to be here, excited to be a part of it. If you are not already, our tribe is waiting for you, and the easiest way to access it is through our team Facebook page. It's a private page on Facebook, so ask your sponsor coach to add you to it if they haven't already, or you can request by going to the little address right there. And this is basically your home base when it comes to our team. So this isn't necessarily your home base for coaching, but just to connect. So I put some arrows to show you where you can find all the different things about it. If you look on the little bar that's underneath the image where it says files, that is a treasure trove of tools and resources at your disposal. Now, I know when you first click on it, it can seem a little overwhelming, so feel free to ask if you're looking for something specific, and someone can help you find the exact thing. Your sponsor coach can maybe help you find the exact file you're looking for. But if you're one of those people who loves having all of the resources at your fingertips, that you're like a really self-starter, you want to dive in, you're going to love the files section. We have all kinds of stuff in there, from scripts to help you dealing with talking about coaching, to help you find your voice, to ideas for what to post, to technical things to help you figure out how to fix problems when they happen. It's all there. It's really an amazing resource for you. And it's just an incredible blessing about being part of a team, is having that at our disposal. Next, you can add your own coaches as you add to your downline and as you grow by just clicking under the members section, that little plus. You can add them in, and that way our team continues to stay connected. And next, you can search for things by topic. So this team page has been open for the entire duration of our team's life, so for the last 2 years, and lots of questions have been asked, lots of discussions have happened. So odds are the topic that you're curious about might have already been talked about. So before going and asking and maybe being repetitive, you can go and click the search bar and type a keyword, and you can find all the conversations that have already happened about that topic. So that's something that's really cool to help you find answers quickly. And lastly, I would love for you to connect here. This is your safe space. This is your like home base, your family page. So ask questions, connect, make friends, brainstorm, celebrate your victories in your business, of your challengers, whatever you want. This is your area to connect with the other people on our team. And one of the biggest blessings to me about being a coach was the community. So I really want you guys to feel comfortable utilizing this. Okay, let's dive in. You're a new coach, you signed up. The first thing that you need to know before we get into any of the business stuff, any of the how-tos, is why are you here? What is your reason for wanting to pursue coaching? This is what is called your why. So you're going to hear this a lot in different trainings. You're going to see it in your new coach training that you get sent. But I figured I'd talk about it here because it's really important. It's really the first step to navigating everything else as a new coach. And it's okay if you don't know it right off the bat. You maybe have to spend a little time thinking about it. Maybe you can sit down and journal and talk about it, or maybe when you're in the shower or in the car driving around, you can kind of be thinking. But your why is basically your core motivation for why you want to see yourself succeed at coaching. Now, I don't want you guys to think, well, I like helping people, so helping people is my why. Well, that's great, but that's what we do. Helping people is what we do. It's not necessarily your why. So what is the thing that actually like gets you really excited, that makes you wake up in the morning to get stuff done, that makes you push a little harder on days when you're tired? For me, my why is twofold, and I put pictures showing both parts of my why. On the left is my family. That's my husband and my 3.5-year-old son. They're a huge part of my why for multiple reasons, but I want to provide a lifestyle and a sense of security and a sense of freedom for my family that my husband and I didn't have when we were growing up. And I want to be able to create memories and adventures and different things for our son without the pressure of wondering if, you know, mom and dad will be able to pay for it, or having to choose one thing over the other because we don't have it in the budget, stuff like that. So my why is my family is a huge part of my why. But another part of my why that's just as big is I am super, super passionate for helping people, women especially, to cultivate a sense of inner strength and power and find that fire inside themselves so that they don't feel stuck. That's really the best way for me to explain it. And that could mean in their own mind, like about their own fitness or health, or it could mean physically in their world. Like they need to create some sort of business that generates income so that they're not stuck in a situation that they don't want to be in, or so that they don't get stuck in a situation. So whether that means just giving them freedom to make decisions that they need to in their life, or to get them out of a situation that they're in, or to move them into a situation they want to be in, I'm super passionate about that, about helping women see their value and see their potential, and then giving them the tools and the motivation to achieve that. That makes me come alive. So those are two parts of my why. That is what gets me up earlier than I want to get up in the morning. That's what makes me stay up later. That's what, you know, makes me push a little harder on days when I'm worn down or when life is happening and everything's chaotic. That keeps me focused and it keeps me from giving up. So that's what you guys need to figure out is your why. Why are you here? Why do you want to pursue coaching? What is it that is your vision for what this could become in your life? And there's not a wrong answer here other than helping people. That's part of a good why, but that's just what we do. So don't include that in your why. Your why needs to be something that is so close to your heart and maybe even so emotional for you that it may be even hard for you to fully talk about it publicly. It may be that intense and intimate to you, but that is powerful. And that is what's going to help you to move through this business during lulls or during hard times or during personal struggle, because everything in life has its ups and downs, right? This business is no different than anything else. Starting any business, starting any new job, it has its good days and bad. So your why is what's going to get you through. It's going to be your constant, right? Your fire, basically. Okay, so let's dive into some of the technical stuff. Getting started, what are your very first steps? So you signed up as a coach, you're super excited, and you're like, awesome, what do I do? Well, number one is you need to log on and get comfortable with your Coach Online Office. So the team page on Facebook is your home base for the community of our team. The Coach Online Office is your home base for your business. So you need to be real comfortable with this. And I know it can be overwhelming when you first log in. Like anything, there is going to be a little bit of a learning curve, but I promise it is not that bad. So don't freak out when you log in. I'm going to show you the important things that you need to know right off the bat. You go to teambtfp and you log in with your email address and your password, the one that you made when you created your account. Then you click on the little tab that says Coach, and then you click on the one that says Coach Online Office, and it'll pull up a screen that looks like this. This is basically the homepage of your online office. And think about this as like your entire business is right here. This is where everything is kept. So the very first thing that you need to do as a coach is find your coach ID. This is basically like your coaching social security number. So it's something that's really important to know, to have it written down somewhere where you can access it quickly, no matter where you are. And eventually you'll memorize it because you end up using it so much. So I would suggest you maybe use a little sticky note and write it down, or save it on a note in your phone so that if you're on the go, you have it there too, and you don't have to log in every time to find it. Until you memorize it, have easy access to it. So that is your coach ID. You can see it right here. Here's mine, 282077. Under this is just some information about you and your upline. So it'll tell you your current rank. If you're a brand new coach, it'll say coach. As your business grows, this will change through the different ranks of Beachbody. And it'll tell you your upline sponsor, your upline diamond, and your upline star diamond. This may be the same person listed in all three columns, or you may have different people. But this is just basically the family tree. Think of it like your mom, your grandma, and your great grandma. That's kind of the best way to explain how that works. This little section in the middle will probably not have anything in it yet when you're a new coach, but it'll become really important as you keep going. Don't worry about it right now. We're not going to talk about it on this call, but just so you know, this is like a little area that just explains a lot of the different aspects that you're going to need in the daily life of your business in one simple spot. Over here, the breaking news is where Beachbody pushes out information to the entire network. So it's a really good habit for you to to get into, to log into your Coach Online office either every day or at least a few days a week and check and see what's going on, because important updates about programs, about stuff that's happening with the website, about specials and promotions, it all gets pushed out right here. So that's the best place to be in the know about what's going on. Okay, after you've found your Coach ID, the next thing that you should do is set up your EFT, which is your direct deposit. And the place that you do that is under this My Business tab. When you click on it, there'll be one that says My EFT Management, and you just go there and you can enter in your direct deposit information. That way, as soon as you start making money, you don't have to wait for them to mail you a check. You'll just get it directly into your bank account. Instant gratification. Lastly, I want you to set up your websites. Beachbody provides you with a couple free websites that you can use as a coach. You're not going to need them day in and day out, but it's good to have them set up. So you click on My Websites, and there'll be a few different options. There'll be a Beachbody Coach website, a Shakeology website, and an Ultimate Reset one. All you have to do is click Edit, and then you're just going to upload a little photo of you and put in your name and your contact information, and then that'll be done, and they're made for you. And then up in the upper right corner of the page, it'll show you the address that you can send to people so that they can access your site. And that is basically just a place where you can send people so that when they order, it gets connected to you. Easy way to explain that. So this is what I want you guys to do if you haven't done it already and you're a new coach, is do these three things. Set up your websites, find your Coach ID, and set up your direct deposit. Okay, the next thing that you're going to do is complete your new coach training. If you're one of my personally sponsored coaches, you'll get this in an email. If you're a coach on our team, your sponsor coach, they may send you this, or they may send you something that looks slightly different, but it's the same content, or they may do this via a Facebook group. But the information's the same. It's basically just all of the stuff that helps you learn what to do in the very beginning. So this is super important. Please do not overlook your new coach training, because what's going to happen is you're going to start trying to do things and you're not going to know how to do them, and you're going to have to go and ask questions that would easily be answered here, and you're going to get stalled out waiting on answers for people when you can empower yourself just by going and learning all of this stuff here. This coach training, the one that you see here that I send out, it is structured with 14 assignments. So the way that it is intended is to last no more than 2 weeks if you do one assignment a day. And they're really quick and short, so you could do multiple ones in a day and get through it way faster. But I would urge you to not take longer than 2 weeks, just because I want you to start making money quickly. And you don't want to wait the process of learning, and then months have gone by and you haven't been able to start doing anything yet, and you're not making money yet. So finish your new coach training as quickly as you can, because it teaches you all the fundamentals of how to figure out your why, how to make the links that you need to send to people to order, how to share about what you're doing, how to start talking about it, how to use social media, talks about how to find your first challengers, how to run your first challenge group. All of that important information is in there. So really utilize that as soon as you can as a new coach. Okay. Next is completing your first challenge and sharing your results. So there are a couple of different ways that people get started as coaches. So people generally fall into two camps. One, you're someone who was a challenger and you had a really great experience, so you decided to sign up to be a coach. So you've already done a challenge group, or maybe you've already done a lot of challenge groups. Maybe you've been doing it for a while and you already have results and an experience to share. Or two, you're someone who was intrigued by the whole thing all at once, and you signed up as a coach and got your challenge pack all at one time. So you're brand new to the whole thing. So either way, this is an important step, is completing your first challenge and sharing your results. So if you're a coach that has already been in challenge groups, you just have a little leg up here because you kind of already have that experience under your belt. So you can start sharing right now. If you haven't already been sharing about your journey, sharing your progress, talking about how different you feel, sharing your experience, and sharing your own progress, like photos that show your progress, then you need to be doing that like yesterday. That is such an important part of beginning as a coach, and something that you're going to do all through your coaching journey to inspire people, because odds are it was a photo that someone else shared that inspired you to get started in the beginning. So you need to pay that forward and do that for other people as well. If you are a new coach and you signed up with a challenge pack and you signed up as a coach all at the same time and you haven't started your own fitness journey, then just get plugged into whatever the next challenge group you can do is, and go ahead and get started with your training and everything kind of all at once. So you'll be learning as you go in your fitness journey. And that's great too, because you don't have to wait till the end of your challenge group to start sharing. You can start sharing right away. I shared my progress photos like 2 weeks into my journey. As soon as I had progress, basically I shared it. And even before that, I was talking about how proud of myself I was, that I'd stuck it out. I didn't miss a workout for the last week, or I'm so sore today because I started this new program. All different ways you can share before you have an after photo, right? We're all works in progress. So I don't want anybody to think that they have to be some sort of after before they can start coaching or start sharing. This is an important part to do in the beginning. So this is an example of what my current challenge group looks like. They're just, again, private accountability groups here on Facebook. And the coach that you signed up under, if that's me or another coach on our team, they can get you plugged into whatever the next one is that fits for you. And then this is an example of a progress post that I did recently, showing just a photo from kind of when I was just getting started and then more recently. So you can kind of get an idea of both of those things. Okay, next. Use your authentic perspective to inspire. So the one thing that you have that nobody else has is your own experience and your own voice, and that is unique to you. And the cool thing about that is you're going to be able to reach people and inspire people that no one else is going to be able to reach and inspire. Your story, your experience, your before and afters are going to reach people in a different way than mine will. And that's what's so cool about this, is that we can help so many people when we're all doing this, when we're all being open and sharing our journey. So a good habit to get into right from the very beginning is sharing 3 posts on social media every day. And if you're going through a challenge group, this is really easy because you instantly have fodder for these posts, right? Because you're already drinking your Shakeology, you're already doing your workout, you're already plugged into community. So that's so easy. You have things to share. So I'm going to make this really easy for you and give you 3 genres to post every day. And you can break it down and make it easy. Morning, lunchtime, and nighttime. Just 3 posts. So easy. 1 post a day is going to be about your fitness progress or your fitness journey, fitness related somehow. It can be a progress photo. It can be a photo of you working out. It can be a photo of a healthy meal. Whatever it is that you just feel like sharing because it's your journey and your story. It can be different than anybody else. It doesn't matter. It's your own perspective. Number 2, something that's inspiring. So this is just something to add value. Maybe it's something, a little trick you learned that helps you in your workouts. Maybe it is a workout move that you learned that you really love, or a stretch, or a recipe, or a life hack, or a mom tip, or whatever it is, something that's inspiring that you can just give freely of yourself. You're not asking for anything in return. You're just adding value to the internet, to Facebook. You're creating positivity. You're just helping people out. And post number 3 is something personal about you or your life. And it doesn't have to be like, ooh, personal, but just it's about you. So it could be about your pets, your kids, your house, your life, what you're doing right now. It doesn't matter. But you just want people to know who you are, so that they can connect with you. People connect with you because of your personality, your likes and your dislikes. So you might as well share those things so people know how cool and how awesome and how much they want to get to know you more. So 3 posts a day, that is your goal. That's the best habit to get into. It may sound a little crazy to you if you're not used to posting on social media frequently, but I promise that if you are being active in your own fitness journey, that it will come really easily to you, and it'll quickly become an easy habit that you don't even really have to think about. All right. Establish daily good habits. This is something that is so beneficial if you can learn it from the very beginning as a coach. I didn't start doing it until almost a year into coaching. And I look back and I think, oh my goodness, if I had started this in the very beginning, how much further would I be now? How much more could I have accomplished in that year that I wasn't doing this? So in coaching, we have something called the 3 vital behaviors. And it's basically what Beachbody has, through all of their research on the coaching network and the business opportunity, found to be the 3 simple things that coaches who are successful do consistently. So you can learn from those successful coaches and say, okay, if I do these 3 things every day consistently, then my business will grow. And so they're called the 3 vital behaviors. You can think about them like your bare minimums every day as a coach, and they're so easy. So number 1 is being a product of the product. That just means that you are on your health journey and you're you're just doing it. So if you're involved in a challenge group, if you're doing a fitness program, then you're instantly doing this because you're just working on your own progress, your own health. So we're all coaches because we had a good experience with this or we care about health or fitness. So this is easy, right? Number one, check. Number two, personal development. This is so important. And I know that this is something that in the beginning people kind of brush off as like, oh, I don't really need that. But if you can start doing this from the beginning, you will have such an advantage and you will grow so much. So it's really important. Personal development just means that you are strengthening your weaknesses. You're bettering yourself. The best way of doing this is listening to trainings or listening to podcasts that are made for learning, or reading a book. So there are all kinds of personal development reading lists in our team files. You can ask your sponsor coach for recommendations that, you know, maybe will help you in the areas you're struggling. But I suggest 10 minutes a day. That's it, right? You could do this in bed as you're falling asleep. But it's such a huge help for you, and it'll help you stay in a positive mindset. It'll help you grow as a person. You can do it. You can listen to audio in the car when you're driving around. It's really easy. So that's vital behavior number two. Number three is inviting people to join you. So you know the old saying, you have not because you ask not. A lot of the times coaches will just start coaching and they never actually tell anybody that they're doing it or invite them to join them, and they get frustrated that nobody's joining them. Well, you have to actually tell people what you're doing and ask them if they want to join. People like to be invited. They like to feel wanted. So this is a huge part of what we do as coaches, is following up with the people that are asking us what we're doing. It's reaching out to people who we think would be awesome or be a great fit for what we're doing, and we're inviting them. So the easiest way to stay on top of this is to use what's called a business activity tracker. And so I've included this snapshot of one, but there's one in the files tab of our team page. And it basically includes these vital behaviors plus some extra things that you can do to grow your business, like keeping track of your social media posts and keeping track of talking to people and all that kind of stuff. This was created by Beachbody, and then we just basically tweaked it to match the colors and stuff for our team. But this is such a great tool that you can use to help you make sure that you're not wasting time on things that are not growing your business, and to focus on things that will actually help you earn income and move your business forward. All right. So the next thing that you need to start doing as a new coach is finding your people. Start thinking of who you might want to join you. And your first goal as a coach is to find your first 3 to 5 challengers to join you in a challenge group. And in your new coach training, we talk about how to start asking people to join you, like how do you talk about this in a way that's natural, and how do you answer people's questions when they ask you about what you're doing. So your new coach training has all of the answers for how to do this, but 3 to 5 challengers is what you're going to aim for, and you're going to find these people and they're going to come and join you in the next challenge group that happens. And if you find 3 to 5 people, you're going to hit what's called Success Club. And Success Club is a monthly thing that you can achieve as a coach, and it basically means that you're helping a minimum of 3 new people every month. And as coaches on our team, this is what we aim for. This is our baseline. This is how we track our progress as coaches, is you want to be helping at least 3 new people every single month. And if you do that, you hit what's called Success Club, and that helps you recognize that you have hit those milestones and hit your goals as a coach for that month. So how do you start moving towards this? Well, a great way is to make a big master list. Just start brainstorming the names of people who you think you would love to join you as challengers or even as coaches. They could be friends, family members, people that you know just from social media, people who are mutual friends. It doesn't matter. Just write down all their names on a big list and then start reaching out and talking to them about what you're doing. You can invite them to join you. You can also follow up with people who like and comment on the posts that you're doing. Since you guys are consistently posting every day and sharing your journey, people will naturally be interested and ask you what's going on, and you can start talking to them too. You can add them to your list. And I wrote go for no. That's a little phrase that we use that just means be bold, don't be afraid, don't feel embarrassed by what you're doing, because this is a really great thing and you have had a really great experience. So all you're doing is trying to pay that forward. Think about it like when you go to a new restaurant that you really, really, really love, and the next time a friend is asking you where they should go to eat, you recommend that restaurant. It's the same idea here. If a friend is asking you what you're doing to lose weight, then you're just recommending something that you had a great experience with. So try and remember that it's not something that has to be awkward or sales pitchy. It's really you sharing from your own authentic experience, something that you liked and that has worked for you because you care about these people and you want them to find something that they like and that works for them too. All right. Let's talk about some free stuff. Everybody likes free stuff, right? If you help others in this business, you end up helping yourself. The way that Beachbody is structured, the more people that you help to be successful, the more success you have yourself. So it's so fulfilling as a business because you're basically getting more successful by helping other people be successful. So you feel happy because you're being successful, but then you also feel personally fulfilled because you're getting to watch people that you care about be successful. It's a really cool win-win situation. So if you aim to help 3 new people each month and you do that consistently, your business will grow and it will grow into amazing things that help you reach goals and milestones you never even dreamed possible. So we're going to start from the very beginning. Help 3 people in your very first month and you'll more than cover the cost of your own Shakeology so that you can keep going with your own goals, because that's what we want. We want you to be in the green. We don't want you to be spending more money than you're making. So this idea of helping 3 people will help you to instantly make back some of the money that you spent for your own challenge pack, your own Shakeology, so that you can continue going on with it. Then help 3 people each month after that. And if you help 3 people in each of your first 3 consecutive months as a coach, Beachbody will gift you a free ticket to Summit next year, 2016. That's like a $300 and something value, all for you just doing what you would naturally do as a coach anyway. So if you make this a big goal of yours, I'm going to help 3 people every month, and you do it for the first 3 months in a row, you get to go to Summit in Nashville with us for free next year. You get to enjoy the whole experience, the whole shebang, and you get a free ticket. You don't have to worry about it being sold out. Your seat is guaranteed. So that's a really, really, really cool incentive and a really great reason to make this a goal from the beginning, not like, oh, well, I'll just kind of dabble in coaching for 6 months and then really start, because then you'll miss out on this cool free ticket. So if you make it your goal from the very beginning, you can snag a seat at Summit for free. All right, now let's talk about, you've been a coach now, you've found your first couple challengers, but now what's next? What happens in the upcoming months, right? Well, your goal is to have 3 new challengers every month, at least 3. We're going to help 3 new people every month. That's our goal as a team, and that's our goal as coaches. But then your next step is to help start finding your first coaches. So who are you going to help to build this business as well? So this could be challengers that have a really great experience and they love the community and they want to do it too. Or it could be family members, it could be friends, whatever it is. When you find your first 2, you get to your first promotion, which is called Emerald. And Emerald comes with a lot of really great incentives that help make it an important milestone. Once you get to Emerald, you start being able to earn income, not just on the commissions for stuff you sell, but from the volume of your team. So this opens you up to a whole new way to earn income. And so that's a really cool thing. You can also start qualifying for leads from Beachbody once you're an Emerald coach, which means when someone's watching an infomercial at 2 a.m. and they call and order something, Beachbody instantly assigns those people out to coaches who are qualified for the lead program. So you just get free customers, basically. So that's another really cool thing. If you help 3 people, your first 3 months in a row, you get the free ticket to Summit. So that's an important goal for months 1 through 3. And then if you're consistently posting on social media, like I was saying, you're going to be building this momentum for yourself, and you're going to have people watching you. And that's a good thing, because they're going to be interested in what you're doing, and they're going to start asking you questions. They're going to start wanting to join you because they're going to see the change in you. They're going to see the successes you're having, and they're going to get excited for you, and they're going to want to join in and jump in with you. Another important thing to do in your first few months is find a success partner and get really plugged into the community of our team. No man is an island. Do not try to go at this business alone, because all you're going to be doing is creating unnecessary stress and hardship for yourself. It's better together. It's better in community. A success partner is basically a coaching BFF. It's just someone that you really connect with, that you're at a similar stage in coaching and you have similar goals and you want to be on a similar pace and trajectory, and you basically just become partners in success. So you brainstorm ideas with each other. Maybe you run groups together. Maybe you help each other Like maybe someone is strong in one area that you're weak, and you can help each other fill in those gaps. Success partners are so pivotal because they're the people that you can call when you're feeling down, and they'll boost you back up. They're the people that will brainstorm ideas with you. They're the people who are going to be like your best friends through this whole journey. So it's a really great thing to start kind of as you're getting involved in the team page, and as you're in trainings, and as you're in team calls, start paying attention to who you feel a connection to. It's almost like dating. Like, who do you kind of have a crush on? We'll get you guys plugged in together, and you can become success partners. Next, move on to more advanced training. So after you've finished your new coach training, you've gone through your first challenge group, you've found your first challengers, and maybe you've gotten to Emerald, or you're working your way towards that promotion, you may be ready for more advanced trainings to teach you more about coaching and more about how to really take this to the next level, which is called Diamond. That is the next big promotion that you'll be working for. So if that is you and that is on your horizon, have that once you're finishing months 2 and 3, have that kind of as an idea for you, and ask your sponsor and coach what trainings you can get plugged into to help you reach those goals. And then you can set a diamond date with your coach so that they can help you reach your milestones and your goals, and give you tools and tips to help you reach that in the time that you want to do that. So that is a little intro to our team, a little intro to months 1 through 3. I hope that it gave you a great starting off point. If you have any questions, ask them in the team page, ask them in the thread that this call was for. And I hope that you guys are going to stick around. At 9:30, our team call starts, and we have Carmel Daly, who is an incredible coach. She's going to be talking to everybody about how she took her business from working full-time as a teacher and doing Beachbody on top of that to being a full-time Beachbody coach and being able to retire from her job. And I know that you guys are going to love her. She's just the sweetest. So thank you so much for your time. Thank you for being here. I'm so happy that you're on our team. I can't wait to get to know all of you guys more, and I'll see you guys on the team call in 20 minutes.